What's up guys, Pippi here, and welcome to episode 52 of my road to Manchester City. Starting off this episode, of course, by having a look at our transfer list. We have sold some of the few silver inform cards from the team of the week that we picked up for around discard price. We sold a bunch of them for 7,000 coins, which is just about 1.5k on each one, which is an amazing profit, but it is pretty nice profit if you get a lot and make some nice little cash on them. The Hans that I bought for like 15 or 14 sold for 17k, and the reason I bought so many Germans is because I actually anticipated EA to release a German cup. They ended up just releasing a nationality cup, releasing a nationality cup, so it didn't really work out as planned, but it still kind of worked. I made not a lot of profit, but I made some coins on each of these players. I did lose on some, but I mainly made profits, so that German technique didn't work out as great as I hoped, but it did work nonetheless. Casemiro, we sold both of them for 70k. I think we bought them for about 45-50k, so that was some very nice profit on Casemiro. We're going to continue doing I'm out of the match trading because those trading methods are working out very well. We still do, however, have some of the silver players that we bought for discard. I'm just showing you guys right there that I did buy them for discard. We're going to go ahead, relist them for 7,000 coins, and hopefully they do sell. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our first game of the episode. We have man of the match Joe Hart back in the lineup. We also have man of the match De Bruyne in there, and we're looking to grab a win because we're fighting for safety at this point. We can't get the title anymore, so we need to fight to stay in the division. And we come across a French team for our first game, a very nice French team. He's got Inform Valbuena, Inform Matuidi, Inform Laporte, Lacazette up top with Payet, and a bunch of other great players in there. So it was going to be interesting to see how we would fare against this 4-5-1. And over here in the 4th minute, we would grab the first chance of the game right over here. Fernandinho gives it to Navas, and Navas is going to wait for more people to open up. Ends up seeing De Bruyne, but De Bruyne was offside, so Navas ends up passing it to himself, and he does find the back of the net. And that was really funny to me because it's not often that you pass it and you end up passing it to yourself, because as you see right there, Navas wanted to pass it to De Bruyne, but De Bruyne knew he was offside, so he ran away from the ball, and Navas ends up giving himself the assist. Pretty funny, but a nice little finish from Navas to give us the lead right there. And over here, Navas would also be involved in that play as he gives it to Yaya. Yaya with a great pass to De Bruyne, and this time De Bruyne was not offside. Finds the back of the net, makes it 2-0. So a great start to this game. And over here, we would try and make it 3 in the 20th minute. Over here, Navas to De Bruyne to Aguero. Aguero is going to just run past the defenders with his pace. Great to run from Aguero. Sends in a great cross to Sterling. And Sterling, who is not exactly known for scoring headers, scores a great header right there and makes it 3-0. So we have a good 3-0 lead over here in the 36th minute. Things are looking great for us. Finally grabbing results, and over here Sterling looks to make it 4, gives it to Navas. Navas goes through on goal, and with that, Navas earns himself the man of the match, because wow, what a performance. Gets himself the first goal, gets himself the 4th goal, and he's just having a great game, which is something I can really never say about Navas in real life, unfortunately. And with that, we head into the second half with a 4-0 lead. Our opponent has only had one shot, but hasn't even gone on target, and we are just absolutely dominating this game, looking like we're gonna win. And over here in the second half, our opponent would grab the first chance as Biabani gives it to Valbuena. Valbuena somehow does not lose the ball to Navas right there, goes to Biabani, and Biabani, he gives it to Lacazette, who finds himself through on goal and finishes it right there. So really annoying to concede right there because our opponent really hasn't created anything all game, just took him one chance in the second half. And this guy actually came to life in the second half. He started creating a bunch of chances just out of nowhere, and he really caught me off guard. And right there, as you saw, Valbuena almost scores a second goal right there. However, he is denied by the woodwork, and that would be all she wrote. But you know what? I really got to applaud my opponent. Usually people rage quit at 4-0 down, but our opponent started playing better in the second half. You know, I honestly think he had a better second half than us, which is kind of crazy to think considering the first half. But fair play to our opponent. We still win the game 4-1. Navas, like I said, gets himself man of the match for the 2 goals and the assist. And we get ourselves 3 points in Division 1. Our second one after like 7 games in Division 1. We get our second win, and we are just 5 points off safety, and we have 3 games left, so we have to do this if we don't want to get relegated. And we go ahead and take a look at our transfer list, and we see that we have sold a bunch of MLS players that we've had. Basically, what happened was Zardes scored a pretty crucial goal for the United States as they beat Ecuador, and his price flew up. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I bought Zardes for under 1,000 coins, and I sold a bunch of them for 5.5. So that's why I went ahead and sold all the MLS players. We made some nice money on them. We also sold Joe Hart for 195, so we have to buy him back next episode. And I also went ahead and bought 2 investments. International man of the match of Morata. You see right there, I bought him for 140,000, and I also went ahead and bought Eder for 60,000. So hopefully these guys do go up and we make some nice money on them. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into our second game of the episode. As you see right there, we still have one last wine that we have to sell. And I'm not talking about the drink wine. I'm talking about the player wine, the right back, by the way. And we go ahead into our second game with the City squad once again. Same players as the last game except Joe Hart. This is going to be the normal card. And we come across this guy who also has a 4-5-1 and also has Dimitri Payet playing cam. But something you may have noticed that is a little bit strange about this team is that he's playing Alexis Sanchez in the center mid role, which is very interesting. I'm not sure what his work rates are, but he might actually be good there, so who knows. In the 7th minute, though, our opponent would create the first chance of the game over here. Sterling to Payet, and Payet with an amazing pass to Sanchez. Sanchez with an amazing touch, gives a cross to Ramirez, who beats Clichy in the air. Hart saves it, but it still goes in. And honestly, I hate these type of goals, man. Why does Hart save it if it's still going to go in? Very frustrating goal. And I wonder if man of the match Joe Hart would have saved that, but it is what it is. And in the 13th minute, we would try to get a quick response over here. Fernandinho with a great pass to Aguero. Aguero with a nice piece of skill and a great run makes it 1-1. Great play between Fernandinho and Aguero. And I just noticed recently that Fernandinho has some very good passing. Like, he creates a lot of chances, especially when he passes it to Aguero. So Fernandinho is, just like real life, the unsung hero in this team because he creates a lot of chances that I feel go unnoticed. And over here, Zabaleta with an amazing pass to Sterling. However, Sterling couldn't finish it. Couldn't believe that pass right there from Zabaleta. However, we do get a corner from that, and Sterling goes on a great run over here, beats 3 guys, and somehow puts it past Courtois. We have to take a look at this again because what the hell was that goal? Okay, I guess I skipped it, but it went like 2 miles per hour and it went past Courtois. I don't even know what that was. However, in the 30th minute, Navas would have a chance to make it 3-1. However, he can't replicate what he did last game. Couldn't finish it right there on his weaker foot, and that would have been a very important goal if we got a third one right there. However, over here, our opponent in the 40th minute does a short pass from the corner. Willian with great touching right there. However, Clichy does steal it away from him. Gives it to Fernandinho. Fernandinho to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it to Aguero, and we are officially on the counterattack. He pulls out his goalkeeper, which I found a little weird. We lay it off to Navas, and Sterling clears it for him. And I felt like, what? Sterling, you're on the other team. What the hell? And over here, Ramirez goes on the attack. De Bruyne steals it. De Bruyne is going to pass it to Sterling. However, he is attacked by Ramirez right as he passes it. And the ref is going to send off Ramirez, which is not good news for our opponent, who's 2-1 down and now down to 10 men. So it wasn't going to be a good second half for him, starting off with 10 men. And we take a look at the replay right there. Definite red card. Comes back from behind. Obviously doesn't get the ball because De Bruyne passed it, and just a horrendous tackle from Ramirez, and our opponent is down to 10 men, and he is really going to suffer that in the second half. So we look confident in the second half. However, 2 of our defenders do have yellow cards, so we do have to watch out. And over here in the 53rd minute, our opponent does a free kick set piece right over here. Payet passes it to who passed that to Payet? Somebody passed it to Payet. De Bruyne reads the pass, and once again, poor De Bruyne is tackled from behind, this time from Sterling, gets himself sent off, and now I noticed that Sterling is on our team because he takes one for the team, gets himself sent off right there, and our opponent is down to 9 men. And over here, De Bruyne would give it to Fernandinho. Fernandinho is through on goal, finds the back of the net, And fair play to Fernandinho. Gave a great pass to Aguero in the first half. Scores a goal, a very important goal in the second half. Gives us a 2-goal cushion. And I think that man of the match is Fernandinho. I'm not sure who EA is going to choose. And after that, our opponent would pause it. I said, you know what? Great opportunity for me to do some subs. We give De Bruyne a break, the poor guy who got tackled from behind twice this game. We bring on Silva. We also bring on Sanya for Zabaleta, who also had a good pass. However, wasn't lucky enough to get the assist for that great pass because Sterling didn't feel like finishing. And after that, our opponent decided to rage quit. And after about 42 years of the loading screen, because these loading screens are honestly so long, I really hope that changes for FIFA 17. So frustrating. Like, look how long this is, man. I had to cut off about 30 seconds of just that. Whatever. We get the win. Our third win in Division 1. And we just need 2 points to get safety. Hopefully we can do that. Anyways, guys, this has been episode 52. My name is Pippy Deed, and I'm out.